Now, many people do remedial measure without understanding the impact of the remedial measure which will have in their daily life. For example, Narendra Modi invested in Ram temple and built the Ram temple and did the Prana Pratishta. Now, why did the election become very, very shaky? Because Rama never ruled India completely. Now, just at the time of Pattabhisheka, he used to always have problem. So at the time of Pattabhisheka, he went Vanavas. He went Vanavas for 14 years. So whoever worship Ram, they will have a shaky political career. Now Gandhiji worshipped Ram because he never had any political position, which includes the president of the Congress. So you need to be careful about the kind of devatha you worship across. For example, the many people worship Pratyankara Devi without understanding that the Pratyankara was the devatha worshipped by Indrajit. It was called as the Nikumbalaya Devi and it was also worshipped by Ravan. The main problem with these people is now once you worship Pratyankara, you have to give Bali. That is the problem. Now you cannot keep sattvic meals and all the thing and expect Pratyankara Devi to keep quiet. When it will open up the death vortex on the invoker, that's why they offer it. So you have to be very clear whether what kind of bali has to be offered with the tantric sadhana. That is why in the entire Kamakya and that entire belt of Northeast India, they offer bali. They show in the Kamakya Devi temple, they offer the bali and they show the blood to the devatha. So that is the problem. For example, one of the person whom I know, he used to worship Sarabeshwara. He was in IIT and he was a warden in IIT. The problem with him is, I told him that please don't worship. He got very angry. He said, you are very problematic about my fame across and that is why you are very worried across. I told, no, it has nothing to do with fame. You have to give the bali, otherwise the devata himself will possess you across. Now, you used to do it evangelical. You used to call everybody in the Rao Gala, ask them to write in piece of paper. You used to keep it in front of Sarabeshwara. You used to say, Om Sarabineshware Namaha, all that particular thing. It all went well for some years. After some years, he got married, he had a kid, and suddenly he died in an accident. The kapal got opened up. Now, normally, they will do the kapala bali in the tantric sadhana. So you need to be very, very careful about the kind of nema nishta you used to follow. The point is, all religion is dependent on a variety of factors. For example, tantra sadhana, for example, the tantric sadhana, all the thing is connected with the basic chakra. The Rig Veda is connected with the intellectual chakra. The Samaveda is connected with the heart chakra. The other Veda is connected with that of the navel chakra, Yadur. So you have to understand the chakras get activated across. For example, I know one lady whose house I went, they were reading Garuda Purana. I told, be careful, don't read Garuda Purana, death vortex will open up. They all laughed at me, said, this is all energy banned, you know, in pranic healing, it has been taught to us, you are very angry, are very impolite, and all that thing. Now, it turned out to be, her husband died in the bed after she started reading Garuda Purana. So, you need to be very, very careful about what kind of devata you worship across. Very successful people worship Narayana, Mahalakshmi, Ganapati, Sattvic devata, which is kept in the temple. Unfortunately, all these astrologers, in the name of Tantra, in the name of this and this, they start invoking all the Tantric devatas without understanding. It will have a very diabolic impact. One of the reasons why Sri Lankan problem never got solved is because they were worshipping Bhairava and Bhadrakali. Now, Bhairava is the god of death. He is called Mahakal. And that is the problem. Now, destruction of enemies, you need an enemy. Now, many people say that means Modi went to Mahakaleshwar, Virat Kohli went to Mahakaleshwar. Why they are successful? They have enemies. They have political enemies, they have sports enemies. Every day they need to face enemies. So, they going and praying makes sense. When you don't have enemy, you will make people enemy. And when you cannot give bali, when Virat Kohli hits a six, he's giving the bali of other person's bowling. Cricket itself is a form of bali. That's why it's very exciting. One has to win, the other has to lose. There is no draw in this game across. So that is the problem. See, please be careful about the devatha, what you worship in your life. That is part of the important remedial measure. That has to be checked from the karakas. Each of these devatha will have a different impact. And so you need to be very, very careful about it. I know one lady who said, I'm doing puja for Hanuman for my daughter. I told you cannot do because Hanuman is a bachelor god. He's not going to get married. So how can you do that? Now, without understanding, without any kind of awareness, all these people start prescribing the devatha without understanding. So therefore, it is very important that what devatha you worship will have a massive impact into your life across. So be cautious, be very clear. If you don't, then call us up. At least we will tell you to help you so that you choose the right devatha across. Thank you.